what's the total then on the two pieces put together there, sort of?
Well, the total that I had was 7,029, but as Roberts mentioned, I was unaware that day. I felt, I was under the impression that we had time to do this, that there was a grace period like that, so. But I would like to make the motion for 7,500, that way to cover any additional, overnighting or things like that to get this here sooner.
But is it, what we're ordering now gonna be in compliance with what they're asking for through 2015? Are we gonna just have this for 4 years?
The text-to-speech will not be required until 2015. My question was, if you paid $100 more to have that technology,
Okay.
the system upgrade you're making now.
Can we just find out when we order
And
it? I mean,
7,500 will
Yeah.
cover us on
Yeah.
this then,
And
okay?
if we get upgraded, it just.
Okay.
Because here it is right here. You know, FCC extends the deadline for compliance until June 30th, 2012. So the original one was when? That was September 16th, 2011?
That's when they originally extended it and then officially passed, I think it was February, March, like finalized. And then they mandated it. I think the motion was second.
Also,
Nobody picked up on that. That's in charge of cable.
They did.
Well, what,
Well, we
how
had-
many days before the deadline?
Well,
Jim said he went up and researched it when I was gone, he went on this and he was in there.
Yeah, he talked to me about that, but we never talked about dates. I just go back to, we've got so many people that are so important, they get free cable, but we almost have missed a compliance issue. So I'm pointing out the obvious here. It's frustrating. And, you know, I feel like Jim's getting the buck passed on him, and he didn't get free
we're
cable.
not blaming Jim.
So-
He doesn't live here.
Yeah, well, it also states on the Facebook page that police is in charge of monitoring it, so let's roll through.
St. Clair?
Yes.
Trees?
Yes.
Steele?
Yes.
Oslo?
Yes.
Allen?
Yes.
Hoffman?
Yes.
Day?
Yes.
Anything else, Councilman Kaufman?
I guess that'll take care of it, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Robert.
Councilman Day?
I don't have anything.
One little thing to bring up here during mayor's report, I made copies, if anybody in the audience would like a copy of that, you're welcome to it. Received a paper from Cherokee County Attorney. It's pursuant to KSA 254322. I've examined the aforementioned petition to determine, thank you so much, the sufficiency of the ground stated in the petition for recall. I guess Joseph Sky, Larry Warner, and Sandra Snyder put in a petition to recall me as mayor. Even if taken at face value, it's my opinion that the facts set forth in the petition do not support valid grounds for recall. Based upon my review of this petition, I find the petition does not substantially comply with the factors set forth to KSA 254322B17 and should not be allowed to be circulated. Sincerely, our county attorney. So I just wanted the public to be made aware that those three individuals, those connected to, put forth and they've been denied the petition. So, you know, this is the nonsense we have to get through in order to get any work done. So, back to mayor's report. On the 18th of July, I'll be meeting again with Annalee Allenball through Empire. We have a cable and street issue. That streetscape project that I promised during campaign to take care of, we've been ready to take care of since about February. April rolled around and the circus hit. So we're getting back to business and the circus can continue around me because I have work to do for the city of Baxter and I plan on doing it. So we are in the process of getting worked out of that agreement where we pay ungodly amounts of money for the street lights that don't even illuminate Main Street. And we will be retaining those lights. There are some stipulations to that, but our children and grandchildren, their grandchildren will not be paying for them. So Empire's been gracious to work with us. We have some cable issues that we're going to be working with as well. And they're gonna be here on the 24th to discuss that with council. Baxter has been very fortunate to be a part of the downstream casino water treatment facility planning committee. This means a lot to Baxter Springs. Kathy talks about the future of Baxter Springs. This is the future for Baxter Springs. As I said, there was some lapse of communication, as there has been in several avenues, and we got in late to the meetings. I attended my second meeting with Robert, our city attorney, 2 weeks ago tomorrow. Mr. Cure has kind of drug his feet on taking care of some things here. There were supposed to be some documents provided to this council tonight so that we could move forward with the city of Galena tomorrow night with John Berry and work towards our water treatment facility. Looks like we don't have any of those documents. 4:30, he said he'd produce them, we never saw them. So, unfortunately, we will go to this meeting tomorrow night with nothing in hand to move forward. Again, the nonsense keeping Baxter from accomplishing things that should be very easily accomplished when you have a casino ready and willing to pay for a water treatment facility planned for your town. So I'm embarrassed. So we will go to this meeting tomorrow night. I know Bob Kirby is aware of it, but I want to formally invite him in front of our audience to attend this meeting with us. I know last time he had the water break and spent several hours or several days in a row up working, so he could not be to that meeting, but we want Bob to be there as he is a key component to this, and we want his input. So I want the council to know where we stand on that. I'll be attending another meeting tomorrow night with our city attorney, and Richard Hildebrand, our county commissioner, has been wonderful to work with. He is ever present and willing and ready to go to bat for the city of Baxter Springs, so. Got those things taken care of. I have a receipt that I'd like to present Donna with. I am giving you a copy and I'll keep the original. I took Greg Motley, as I informed council last time, of American Bank on the 13th to lunch, here in town. And, he has agreed to be our new economic development, committee head. So I'm very excited for that. That receipt is for lunch that we had at the Baxter Springs Smokehouse for a total of $25.37, including a $7 tip. So, I just wanted you to be aware, that's what we spent, that's what we ate, and that's what we took care of, and it was worth the $25.37 to have him come on board. He is a go-getter, he is very knowledgeable, and has a history of making things happen. And, we have conversed over people that will serve on that committee. And I'm very happy because we have a diverse group of people from different backgrounds that can bring wonderful things to the table. And hopefully, within the next 2 meetings, I've given him a month here, and we're gonna visit, and I will inform the community as to who those people will be, and I'm very excited about that. So, want to inform you as to what I've been doing there. Had questions of Joey Sparks resigning, we got that covered. Asked the chief of police to be at meetings or have an officer at meetings after last council, and that did not happen. Postings on Facebook for the police department. This is nonsense. There has been, Facebook is Facebook, and I always say to people, you can't hate Facebook, you have to be discouraged with the Facebook user, because we all have the power of our own words to use on that site. If our police department is going to continue to use this, they need to identify themselves. This is not a forum to voice personal rants and opinion. And then when citizens speak up and ask me personally, who is the person responsible for posting on Facebook? And I have to say, I have no idea. And when asked, I'm told, or we're told, we're not going to let that be known. That's just a little shady. And you need to speak up and put your name beside something you feel strong enough to voice on such a public platform. As well as remember that you're a reflection of the city of Baxter Springs. You're not just the police department. So that's something that council needs to be made aware of, and I ask that you help me support this.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Is it used, are they doing this with the equipment at the?
Yes.
the
This is
city
use of city
like-
equipment, this is use of city time. It's my understanding that this is on city paid time, that this is being done. I don't have a problem if they're going to use city time and work to the betterment of our city, but this has been a personal tirade on behalf of one or two individuals, and it's embarrassing. And, just as all this has been for our city. And I don't think as a council, we can sit here and allow this to go forward. You know, get on your personal Facebook, as we've had some council here, and say people are crazy and you can't stand them, but don't get on the personal Facebook of the city, of the police department, and give your personal diatribe as to what you think, and then don't be, I mean, come on, put your name on it. If you're brave enough to say it, slap your name on it. No one cares if you can't identify it. So, I'm asking that be taken care of, since we don't have anybody from the police department here, that will go down to Councilman St. Clair. Oh, Bill, thank you. When did you get here?
About 20 minutes ago.
Okay, thank you for being here, Bill, I appreciate that. So, Bill, I'm still not gonna put that on your shoulders, I'm gonna pass that down to Councilman St. Clair to have him kind of review that and take a look at it. If that's okay with you, Councilman St. Clair, and you can report back to us on what you find out. Thanks for being here, Bill, we appreciate it.
No problem, I don't do Facebook, so
I know. Again, we can all agree to disagree, we can hate each other when we walk out these doors, but the bottom line is, we're here for the people of Baxter Springs, and we're here for the city of Baxter Springs. And I can say, all in all, you know, I feel no ill will toward anybody, on a personal level. It's a professional thing that we're talking about here, and I would ask that everyone conduct themselves in that way. Okay, that is all I have, so.
New business?
Unfinished business is now. Finished business? Any new business?
Eddie has had a little bit more problem. He's now out of the hospital. Please keep him in your prayers and thoughts. He is at home now. He has had a little bit more trouble with his head there.
Ron, is it his head? Okay.
He went back in and readjusted some more pressure, just that, yeah. So he is home from the hospital, so please keep him in your thoughts and prayers.
I think I'd like to ask the council if they could, at some point,